Welcome to Everything Faye. Your girl is live for the very first time, so y'all bear with me. If you see that I'm nervous, I'm checking my script. It's totally different than recording a video and going live. Today's title is Pain, Power, and Choosing Myself. We often heal from things that we don't talk about. Sometimes, you know what? I'm not even going to say sometimes. I'm going to speak about myself. For myself, I feel that we don't talk about these things that we're healing from, and we choose to heal from them in silence because of shame. I've been in a situation where, God whispered into my ear, and God told me, you know what? There's a red flag right there. And I'm pre warning you, there's a red flag. If you choose to go in a different direction, don't say that I didn't pre warn you, or don't say that I didn't tell you. So I'm guilty of that. Often I will, feel the discernment or hear God's whisper and still go against it. Don't ask me why. It's just something that happens. It's just like how you're riding a bicycle or your child is riding a bicycle and they happen to fall off and scrape their knee. Don't add more to it. Like they fell off, they hurt themselves, and it hurt because it hurts. There's no need to be like, you fell off the bike and it hurts because you scraped your knee. You fell off the bike, it hurts because you didn't wear your knee pads. They fell off their bike because it's part of the process and it hurts because it hurts. Now, let's just take care of the wound, move past it. Don't allow the hurt to redefine them, but allow it to grow them and teach them that next time if they're to hop on their bike, to prepare in advance and wear their protective gear, and to know that even with protective gear they may fall off the bike and it may still hurt. But yes, back to pain, power, and choosing myself first. I've been in situations or relationships where I felt like I betrayed myself because of love. There's no need for that. If you find out that you're pouring into others and it's costing you and they're not pouring back into you, then that's too expensive and there's no need for that. So we're going to feel pain. We just need to allow us to go through it. Don't tell yourself, oh, I'm hurt or I'm feeling this pain because I didn't work hard enough, or maybe I should have loved them a little bit more or pour into themselves. No, let's not do that. It hurts because it hurts. Ooh, I have one person watching. Thank you for joining. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm super nervous. But, anyways, back into the live, and you're just joining. So, thank you. I'm talking about pain, power, and choosing myself first. And I'm not even sure if you could hear me. Hi, David underscore JD. Maybe let me know if you could hear me. I'm also testing out this new DJI mic. So, but yeah, thank you for joining me. I was saying that we often go through pain, and yes, you can. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Um, I was also saying that this is the first time I go live. Oftentimes, we tell ourselves we're not going to go live because of fear. Say, I can hear you. Yes, you can. Hi, Abel Garnett. Hi, Terrence Tennille Jr. Hey, everybody. Thank you for hitting the live button and pumping me up. We often tell ourselves that we're not going to go live because of fear. And today I was like, you know what? I don't care if I stumble. I don't care if I fall. I'm going live. And oh my God, look at that. I have people on here. Somebody saying, what is this? I'm just here going live. I often post videos about things that I go through or things that I want to share. And today I'm just basically challenging myself to go live and talk about the video that I'm going to post later on Vibe Check Sundays. And the topic for this live is pain, power, and choosing myself first. And I was saying that we often go through pain in life. People hurt us, and that we shouldn't add more fuel to the pain. You're going to feel the pain, allow it to hurt, allow it to teach you, and grow from it. And that sometimes we betray ourselves in the name of love. You pour into other people more than you pour into yourself. You don't set boundaries. In not setting boundaries, you allow people to, come into your lives and do things. And sometimes people will cross that line without even intentionally doing it. But because you didn't set the boundary and let the people know that, you know what, you can't cross this line. If you set the boundary ahead of time, then you yourself will be able to identify, you know what, I set the boundary. So if you are to say this or this is to come up, I could already stop it and nip it in the butt right here and then and say, you know what, this is not working for me, or I've set this boundary and I'm not going to tolerate it. Let's work to find a common ground. And if that person cannot work to find a common ground, then you yourself need to know that, you know, I set the boundary for myself. So I'm not going to allow any resentment or any guilt because I set this boundary. No, setting boundaries is for your health. It's not a punishment. It's not selfish. It's for your self care. So that's why I was saying that. Secondly, to add to that, it's very important to equally pour into yourself the same way you pour into other people. If you are out there loving everybody else and forgetting yourself just in the name of love, that's also not good because you're out there pouring into other people, doing everything for everybody else. But when you're sitting in your ish or you're sitting in your pain, who's there to rescue you? You've got to take care of yourself. If you don't take care of yourself first and you're too busy out there pouring into other people, then you're just going to end up feeling the pain. You're just going to end up feeling distraught and you're going to sit down in a corner and blame yourself for everything. So pour into yourself equally just as much as you pour into other people. Anybody else join Willie Griffin? Um, Thank you for all the love and all the attention that's on me right now. Oh my God. What else did I want to say? Yeah, so that we can learn from the pain. Don't allow the pain to redefine you. There's so many things in life that are going to happen that you don't have to let it to, you know, be, define you. Let it rewrite your script. You know what? I'm going through this situation, or because I didn't set the boundary, this is how people are treating me. It goes for personal life, it goes for business, and it goes for even at work. If you don't set the tone for how you want your colleagues to address you or deal with you, same for friends and family, then people are just gonna do you anyway, and that shouldn't be. Oh my God, I still have one person watching, and I'm on here for 7 minutes. Wow. Okay, the nervousness is gone. Let me just go back to the script because I wasn't meant to be on here long. But yeah, I was saying that what was I saying? That we should allow the pain to grow us and to just take the lesson out of it and don't allow it to define who you are. And what did I want to say? Oh my God, this is so different than recording yourself because when you record yourself and you stumble, you don't want to say, you edit it, right? So, what was I saying? Pardon me, guys. Don't forget, this is my very first live. Um, Basically, the don't nurture the pain. Turn it into power. How are we turning it into power? Set the boundaries. Allow it to hurt. And I'm a believer, so with everything I go to God. Sit down with God. Journal what you're feeling. Journal your thoughts. If you have wise counsel, people that you can count on in your circle. Okay, let's see. AM said, in my last relationship, I didn't set boundaries. And at the end of a year-long relationship, I got myself all together and broke up with him. The pain, the pain I feel is because I took, hold on, I feel like I can't read. I broke up with him. The pain I feel is because I took back and feel sad that I let him treat me that way. You know what? I could so relate to you, and we're human, so you're gonna feel the hurt, you're gonna feel the pain. But clap yourself, and I'm clapping you. You know why? Because you stood up for yourself and you said you identified something and you're like, "No, I'm treating you better than I'm treating myself." And with that, I'm feeling like shit and I'm like, and you claim that you love me. No, you don't love me. Guess what? It's time for me to flip script and love myself. So AM, I'm so proud of you that you set boundaries for yourself. For my generation anyway, I feel like we were never taught about boundaries, or if we were even taught about boundaries, it was never called boundaries. I personally just said to myself in 2024, yo, I'm setting boundaries for myself. Brenda Maddox. Hi, Brenda. Welcome to the live. I'm setting boundaries for myself because if I don't set boundaries for myself, I'm going to allow people to treat me any and anyhow. And I'm out here treating people like gold and you're out here treating me like shit. It's not going to happen. So, and you're going to feel the pain. And that's what I'm saying. Like, you're going to feel it because we allowed it and we're human and that's okay. But as long as you take the lesson that you learn from it and move forward and allow it to grow you and teach you, you'll never allow somebody else to come back into your life and treat you then you're less than. You're welcome. Oh, you're so very welcome. Do you think God can send signals? Of course. What? Let me tell you something. God, spe- God speaks to us on a daily basis. If you're, you know what, I'm not even gonna say if you're a believer. Um, if you know God for yourself, God is always talking to you silently and He's always whispering into your ear. But we have this, let me speak for myself. I have this, or I've had this thing in myself where I'm so stubborn, where I hear God telling me, and this is truth. In 2022, it was confirmed to me through myself and through somebody. You know what? You're going to talk to this person and there's red flags, but because you have this thing in you where you feel that you can change everybody or you could fix everybody, I'm telling you, don't try to change and fix every single body. I had the signals, I had the red flags. I didn't listen to them. I lived it last year. God said to me, I told you, you didn't listen to me. But God also said, I'm not going to shun you or I'm not going to beat you because you didn't listen to me. It was already written. I had to, if I'm going to put quote unquote, not listen to what God told me because God said, you know what, you're going to pull a bigger lesson from it than if maybe you were to listen to me right then and there. So, yes, I'm going to say God sent signals. It's for us to pay attention to the signals, it's for us to hear His voice, and it's for us, secondly, to want to obey them. So, if God said something before you, or He sends you a message, or He sends you a vibe, and you feel it strongly, I'm going to encourage you to listen to it. And if you don't, you just don't, but know that you're going to learn from it as well, and that you're going to grow from it as well. I feel that so long as we grow from a downfall and you don't sit there and sulk and allow it to control you, then you end up being the winner. Remember that you are worthy of everything and don't ever allow anybody else to tell you otherwise. Walk in it and never apologize for who you are. Always remember that you need to love yourself first. I personally, too, whenever I have this dear friend that I love, and he's a believer. He's hardcore into the Bible, and every time I say love yourself first, he'll say like it's selfish, and I'm saying I personally think that no, it's not selfish. It can't be selfish for me to love myself first. If I don't love myself first, and I'm out here loving everybody else, what does that say about me? And I don't see it as selfish. I need to pour into myself the same way I pour into other people. Jesus didn't only love Himself first, He loved other people as well. And if He didn't take care of Himself, would He have been able to pour into other people? That's just my philosophy. Um, do you think God can? Okay, I already answered that. Do you know Anita Blackhawk? I don't know who Anita Blackhawk is. Is that like a famous person? Is that somebody? I don't know, Pablo, you would have to, is she somebody here on YouTube? I'm not sure. I guess you would have to tell me more about Anita. But yeah, in keeping with the live, reclaim your power. Reclaim your power. And AM, don't say that. Don't say what? What did I say? AM, tell me what you're referring to when you say don't say that. You mean when I was referring to it being selfish or not selfish when I say I need to love myself first? I'm not sure. Just maybe type it and let me know what you're referring to. The name above Anita. The name above Anita. Oh my God, I'm not even sure. Say brown practice. Oh my God, I can't even follow. I'll probably look after the live, but thank you for pointing that out, AM. Today I challenge for the people who are on here to generally take away from today's message. Today I challenge you, write down something or somewhere where you have been betraying yourself, and flip the script, betraying yourself just because you were trying to keep other people happy or keep other people in your circle. And today, flip the script and choose yourself first. Choose yourself first in everything that you do. It'll just it'll just make you feel better. I mean, why not choose yourself first? It's just like a daily affirmation. If you need to give yourself a daily affirmation and speak it out loud and speak it into yourself to kickstart your day, then do that. This thing where we want to make other people happy just to keep them in our circle, those are high school days for me. If it's going to cost me my peace, if it's going to cost me losing myself and betraying myself just to make you happy, that's too much, and I'm not doing that no more. If I can't make myself happy and be happy while you being in my circle, then one of us need to go and I'm not going. And in our older lives, it's not every friendship. It's not like when you were in elementary or you're in high school and you wanted to be the popular one and you wanted to be the cool one and you would just shut up and stick around and do stuff and allow people to treat you and say bad things. In my adult life, I'm not doing that. If you're not rocking for me the same way I rock for you, why are you in my circle? And this is not hate, this is not dislike, but I only have one life to live, and my life here is limited, and I want to live with intention. So if we're not going to elevate together, and we're not going to be on a common ground, and I'm not going to be able to pour into you the same way you pour into me, no. And it takes more than love to hold anything together. And I'm going to say that again. It takes more than love to hold anything together. You can't just say that because I love this person or this person loves me, that the relationship is going to stick and it's going to work. No, if you don't pour into it, nurture it, feed it, then it's not going to hold itself. I think that I am done for this live. I've held strong for what, 17 minutes and 36 seconds. I want to thank every single buddy that jumped in and joined the live. If you would like to see me go live a little bit more, you can definitely drop it and I will psych myself up again to go live. I think the fear was I'm going to go live and nobody's going to listen. But at the end of the day, I shouldn't allow that to control me. At the end of the day, I'm going to go live. I'm going to share my message and people will watch it after. But yeah, if you would like to see everything fade go live, let me know and I will put it into my schedule and go live more often. I've already recorded today's Vibe Check Sunday episode. I am about to go edit it and it will be posted later on. On that note, I want to encourage everybody to stay blessed, keep safe, and I guess I'll see you in the next live. AM says, thank you for the positive words and lessons and have a good night. AM, thank you for rocking with Everything Faith. Thank you for joining the live. I really do appreciate it. You don't know how much I think, I don't know you personally, but I feel like I know you and I feel like you just nip that fear in the butt. And I'm happy that I could have given you those positive words. That's what I'm here for, to share my truth and to just encourage anybody that I can and to let them know that you're worthy. And don't ever let, I'm going to say it again, you're worthy. God already called you. Don't let anybody tell you anything different and stop apologizing for it. You are who you are. God made you who you are. And if somebody cannot respect who you are, then you already know what to do. AM, it's in you and you feel it. And don't feel guilty or don't feel bad for not listening to that inner call. I said sometimes we don't listen to it because we feel that we're bigger than. God is just going to teach you another lesson through it, and sometimes we learn better on that second lesson. So on that note, stay blessed, and I'll see you on the next live. Bye.